Family members are pleading, friends are desperate, even their closest allies are demanding they finally come clean and tell you the truth. They're facing pressure from every direction to confess what they've done. But here's the reality. It's already too late. No confession, no apology, no explanation can save them from what's coming. The damage is irreversible. The judgment is final. The consequences are already in motion. Nothing, absolutely nothing, can save these people from the fate they've created for themselves. You can see it in their eyes. The desperation, the panic, the realization that everything is unraveling faster than they can control. They can't sleep. Their hands shake. Their voice falters. Dark circles form beneath their eyes, growing deeper each day. The pressure isn't just external, it's spiritual. They feel it in their bones, in their dreams, in the way life suffocates them from all sides, like an invisible vice tightening. You never had to say a word. Truth needs no defender. Reality requires no advocate. They built an entire reality based on deception. A house of cards in a hurricane, impressive in its complexity but fundamentally unsustainable. Remember how confidently they spoke? How easily the falsehoods flowed from their lips? How convincingly they maintained eye contact while fabricating reality. They crafted an illusion so convincing they began to believe it themselves. The line between their deceptions and their perception blurred until they navigated a world that existed only in their mind. Each fabrication required another to support it. Each story demanded a more elaborate explanation. Each deception needed a network of smaller lies to maintain its structure. Chat web grew beyond their control, expanded to include innocent bystanders, entangled everyone around them in a reality that was never real. Friends repeated their lies to others, becoming unwitting accomplices. Colleagues made decisions based on false information. Family members defended them without knowing they were champions of deception. Everyone who believed them is paying the price. Investors losing savings they can't afford to lose. Friends losing face with their own networks. Family losing trust in their own judgment. Their closest allies are turning against them, one by one, like dominoes falling in slow motion. Text messages go unanswered, calls blocked, doors closed that will never reopen. Professional relationships dissolve overnight. Business partners distance themselves publicly. Mentors pretend they never knew them. They thought they could control the narrative forever. They believed their intelligence exceeded everyone around them. They thought their version of events would become reality through sheer repetition and force of will. They thought wrong. The truth is a wildfire. They can't outrun it anymore. No matter how fast they sprint, how cleverly they maneuver, how desperately they seek shelter, it consumes everything in its path. Their credibility, their relationships, their accomplishments, their future prospects, their peace of mind. You never needed to expose them. Their own lies are doing that work perfectly, more thoroughly than you ever could. In every ancient tradition across continents and millennia, deception comes with an unseen contract, a karmic debt that must eventually be paid in full. The Egyptians called it Marat, the cosmic order that weighs the heart against a feather. The Hindus named it karma, the universal principle of cause and effect. The Greeks knew it as Nemesis, the goddess of divine retribution against those who succumb to hubris. Different names for the same universal principle. Energy returns to its source multiplied. What goes around comes around with perfect accuracy. The moment they chose to deceive you, an invisible clock started ticking. A cosmic countdown began that would ultimately lead to this inevitable moment of reckoning. Psychological perspective. Studies show that chronic lying rewires the brain's neural pathways, making people increasingly self-destructive as they struggle to maintain their false reality. The constant vigilance required to remember which lies they told to whom. The perpetual anxiety of potential discovery. The cognitive dissonance between who they pretend to be and who they know themselves to be. Their mind became a battleground between what they knew to be true and what they claimed was true. This internal conflict manifests physically. Stress, hormones flooding their system, immune function compromising. Historical perspective. Betrayers always meet tragic fates throughout human history. Judas hanged himself after betraying Jesus. Brutus fell on his own sword after betraying Caesar. Benedict Arnold died in disgrace after betraying his country. History does not remember them kindly. Their names become cautionary tales whispered to children. Their legacies serve only as warnings to others who might consider similar paths. Spiritual perspective. The energy they projected through deception was already boomeranging back toward them before they even realized what they had set in motion. Every false word spoken against you, every manipulative action taken to undermine you, every betrayal orchestrated in darkness, all of it gathering momentum in the unseen realms, building power with each passing day, returning home to its source with unerring accuracy. You didn't curse them. You didn't have to. You didn't wish ill upon them. You didn't need to. They cursed themselves the moment they chose deception over truth. They damned their own future the instant they decided you were an acceptable sacrifice for their advancement. A story from the Mahabharata. A warrior begged for forgiveness on the battlefield, but Krishna told him, "The arrow has already been shot. The consequences are already in motion. They see it clearly now. Too late to matter. The damage they've caused, the lives they've affected, the trust they've shattered beyond repair. Regret consumes them in quiet moments. They draft apologies they never send. They rehearse explanations no one wants to hear. They imagine conversations of reconciliation that will never occur. In the shower, they argue with ghosts of the past. Driving alone, they plead their case to an empty car. Lying awake at 3 a.m., they rewrite history in their minds, taking different paths at crucial junctures. They reach out tentatively, testing the waters, hoping for mercy they haven't earned, forgiveness they don't deserve. But mercy requires timing, requires sincerity before discovery, requires genuine remorse before consequences arrive at the doorstep. Forgiveness might be divine, but it isn't owed. Reconciliation might be possible, but it isn't guaranteed. Second chances might exist, but they aren't distributed equally. They had countless chances to fix this before it reached this point of no return. Small moments of clarity they ignored. Brief windows of opportunity they allowed to close. Friends who questioned them gently, offering safe harbor for truth. Family who expressed concern, creating space for honesty. Colleagues who raised eyebrows, giving them chances to course correct. Even, you gave them opportunities to come clean, to make amends, to choose a different path before the consequences fully manifested. But ego made them delay until it was too late. Pride kept them committed to the lie, beyond the point of redemption. Fear of losing face prevented them from saving themselves. Self-preservation became self-destruction in a tragic irony they recognized only after crossing the point of no return. The door of mercy is sealed with a finality they feel in their chest. The judgment is final in a way they understand bone deep. You didn't close that door. Time did. You didn't lock it. Consequence did. They thought you were alone, vulnerable, defenseless, an easy target for their machinations, their greatest miscalculation, their most profound error in judgment. What they didn't see were the forces standing behind you, your ancestors whose blood runs in your veins, your spirit guides, who whisper warnings in your dreams, the entire cosmic order that recognizes your authentic path. While they plotted against you in boardrooms and back channels, unseen guardians watched, waited, protected, prepared. Remember those strange coincidences that seemed meaningless at the time. The unexpected phone calls that came just when you were about to make a mistake. The timely warnings that arrived in the form of overheard conversations. The job that fell through when you needed to avoid a toxic workplace they had prepared for you. The meeting that cancelled, preventing their ambush. When you would have been most vulnerable? The sudden illness that kept you home when they set their trap at an event you would have attended. The random introduction to someone who later became crucial to your defense. The delay that frustrated you but ultimately saved you from their scheme. Not coincidences, protection, not random chance, divine intervention, not luck, spiritual warfare waged on your behalf. Every attack they sent was intercepted before reaching its target. Every scheme disrupted before completion. Every trap disarmed before you could step into it. The attacks meant for you found their way back to their origin, often in ways so poetically. Just that coincidence cannot explain the symmetry. The spiritual warriors defending you never sleep, never rest, never abandon their post, never leave you exposed or vulnerable. You felt isolated in this battle, but the entire universe stood with you, bending circumstances in your favor, creating pathways where walls should have stood. Your enemy never stood a chance. They were outmatched before the first move was made, outmaneuvered before they conceived their strategy. And now, let's take a moment to salute the ones who were never meant to fit in, because they were born to stand out. Here's to the chosen ones, the silent forces, the watchers in the dark. Always aware, always steps ahead, moving differently, thinking beyond, seeing what others refuse to acknowledge. They don't walk the easy road, they forge their own. They battle forces unseen, breaking illusions, rewriting fate itself. It's a path few dare to tread, and that's exactly why they do it. No masks, no pretense. Just raw, unshakable truth. That's the Obsidian Inner Order, a sanctuary for those who know they were never meant to follow. Over 450 invincible chosen ones, not bound by rules, but by purpose. A brotherhood and sisterhood of cosmic disruptors, truth seekers and divine warriors. If you feel it in your bones, you already know where to find us. Links in the description. If not, that's fine. We'll still be here, watching, guiding, shifting reality itself. This is for the ones who don't need recognition, who don't ask for permission, who simply are. Here's to you. A once respected person is now a walking disaster, trailing whispers and sideways glances wherever they go. People avoid eye contact in hallways. Conversations stop abruptly when they enter rooms. Invitations no longer arrive for events they once would have headlined. Their name triggers whispers behind hands and knowing looks between colleagues. Their reputation lies in ruins among those whose opinions matter most, their legacy forever tainted by actions they thought would remain hidden. Even their own bloodline is embarrassed to be associated with them, a shame that cuts deeper than any public. Humiliation. Children change subjects quickly when friends mention their parent. Siblings use different last names in professional settings. Cousins deny relation when asked about family connections, just like in ancient societies where exile was the ultimate punishment. Worse than imprisonment, worse even than death. They are being socially and spiritually exiled from the communities that once embraced them. No official announcement broadcasts their fall. No formal ceremony marks their expulsion, simply the quiet withdrawal of respect that happens person by person, day by day, the cold shoulder of former friends who cross the street to avoid conversation, the polite decline of business associates who suddenly have scheduling conflicts, the pained silence of family gatherings when their name arises. Their social media sits dormant, engagement dropping to nothing, comments unanswered, messages ignored, posts receiving perfunctory responses from people who once hung on their every word. Former mentees remove their endorsements. Previous employers revise their reference statements. Old friends untag themselves from shared photos. The shame is unbearable, all the more so because it cannot be blamed on enemies or misfortune. They brought it upon themselves with every calculated deception, every manipulative action. You never had to damage their reputation. You never had to speak against them publicly. You never had to reveal their secrets. They did that themselves with every deceptive act that now returns to haunt them. In folklore across cultures, stealing from the blessed is a curse that follows the thief to the grave. The thief never enjoys what they stole, and it becomes a burden rather than a blessing. Remember what they took from you, the opportunities you created through hard work, the connections you built through genuine relationship, the ideas you developed through dedication and insight, the recognition that should have been yours after countless late nights, the position you earned through consistent excellence, the rewards you deserved after sacrifices no one else witnessed. They claimed your work as their own without hesitation, presented your ideas to important people with their name attached, used your talents to advance themselves while keeping you in the shadows. But stolen blessings carry a hidden curse that activates in time, like slow-acting poison in the bloodstream. The position they took through manipulation crumbles beneath them as they prove unequal to its demands. The promotion brings responsibilities they cannot handle without the skills they pretended to possess. The money slips through their fingers, never bringing the satisfaction or security they sought. Look at them now. Everything gained through deception turns to ash in their hands, dissolving just as they reach for it. They had a choice at a crucial crossroads: stand by you or betray you, support your journey or sabotage your path. The moment of decision came, wrapped in ordinary circumstances. You trusted them completely, believed in them without reservation, shared vulnerable truths and strategic advantages. They looked you in the eyes and made their choice with cold calculation disguised as warm concern. Like Esau selling his birthright for a bowl of soup in the ancient scripture, they traded something priceless for something pathetically temporary. A promotion that added a mere title to their email signature. A social connection with someone who would forget their name within months. A moment of approval from people who never truly valued them. The betrayal blindsided you with its surgical precision. The pain cut deeper than physical wounds ever could. The disbelief lingered for months as you reconstructed reality. You replayed every conversation, searching for missed clues, questioned every interaction, looking for overlooked warnings, doubted your own judgment, wondering how you could have been so wrong about someone. But time revealed the truth with crystal clarity, as it always does. Their betrayal purchased nothing of lasting value. The alliance they formed against you dissolved once your usefulness as a common enemy ended. The power they gained evaporated under the weight of incompetence and karma. The people they impressed with their betrayal have abandoned them for newer pawns, fresher allies, more useful tools. Just like Esau in the ancient tale, when they realized their mistake, the magnitude of what they traded away, it was too late to reverse the transaction. The birthright of your trust, once sold, cannot be repurchased at any price. The inheritance of your loyalty, once traded, cannot be reclaimed through any means. You didn't destroy their future. You didn't sabotage their success. You didn't orchestrate their downfall. They traded their future away willingly in a marketplace where redemption is not available and all sales are final. Some will face human law, some will face divine law. Some will encounter both simultaneously as the visible and invisible realms of justice converge on their reality. The legal system moves slowly, but it moves with the inevitability of continental drift. Paperwork filed in offices they'll never see, investigations opened by people they'll never meet, evidence gathered from sources they thought were loyal. If they engaged in fraud, theft, or identity deception, they're already under investigation, though they may not yet realize the extent of their exposure. The calls from unknown numbers they initially ignore. The certified letters they refuse to open, returning to sender. The visits from officials they pretend not to be home for, peeking through blinds. The system is methodical, patient, relentless, unconcerned with their excuses or justifications. Bank records don't lie, paper trails don't fade, digital footprints don't disappear. Witnesses eventually speak when pressure or conscience demands it. For others, their punishment isn't jail. It's being trapped in their own minds, haunted by what they've done, tortured by their own awareness, the lying awake at 3 a.m. replaying their actions, the panic attacks that strike in grocery stores when they see someone who reminds them of you, the inability to look in mirrors without seeing what they've become reflected back at them. Their conscience has become their prison guard, more vigilant than any human watcher, their memory the evidence against them, more detailed than any court transcript. Every spiritual tradition speaks of judgment, not as vengeance, but as balance restored, not as punishment, but as harmony re-established. You didn't need to report them or seek justice through official channels. Justice was already on its way the moment they chose to harm you, moving toward them with unerring precision. Guilt isolates more effectively than prison walls. Shame separates more completely than physical distance. Their phone grows quieter each day, notifications dwindling. The invitations stop coming altogether, weekends stretching empty before them. The messages go unanswered until people stop sending them. Their own family is cutting ties in ways both subtle and overt. Parents make excuses not to visit, always. Too busy, too tired. Siblings cancel holiday plans at the last minute with thin explanations. Children grow distant, calls briefer, visits rarer. Friends find reasons to be busy when they reach out. Colleagues eat lunch at different times to avoid shared tables. Neighbors no longer wave from driveways or stop to chat at mailboxes. The isolation happens in stages, a gradual quarantine of the spirit. First comes the awkwardness, conversations that don't flow naturally. Then the polite excuses, rain checks that never materialize. Finally, the complete withdrawal, as if they've become invisible. No weapon formed against you shall prosper, as declared in Isaiah chapter 54 verse 17. There's a reason their attacks failed despite careful planning. Their schemes backfired despite strategic execution. Their traps caught only themselves despite meticulous preparation. What's meant for you is already written in a script they cannot edit. No one can stop it, steal it, or delay it beyond its appointed time. The opportunities that seemed lost when they interfered returned in better forms when the timing was right. The doors they slammed shut reopened with greater possibilities behind them when you were truly ready. The connections they severed through lies and manipulation were replaced by stronger alliances with people of genuine character. The position they stole from you through deception prepared you for a greater role you wouldn't have been ready for. Otherwise, the resources they diverted through their schemes ultimately reached you through unexpected channels, often multiplied in value. The recognition they blocked eventually found you through advocates they couldn't silence. Every attack against you only increased your favor with forces they cannot see. Every betrayal only expanded your power in realms they cannot access. Every obstacle they created only strengthened muscles you needed for your actual journey. The universe has perfect compensation for every loss, perfect timing for every delay, perfect justice for every wrong. While they lose sleep plotting against you, your path clears before you without effort on your part. While they exhaust themselves trying to block your progress, you advance with uncanny assistance from unexpected sources. While they burn bridges to prevent your success, new supporters appear from unexpected places, offering resources more valuable than what was lost. They are witnessing the truth in real time, the most painful realization possible. They were never strong enough to stop your destiny, never powerful enough to alter your path.